All right, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. One of the best parts about this being my own platform is I can go ahead and talk about whatever I want to talk about. And I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you as I lower the music a little bit. My day is not going well so far. I'm severely annoyed. I'm just gonna go ahead and take this off real quick and just tell you right quick, like, all right, this is just me venting because I ain't where I'm gonna be in a year with regard to this platform. So I'm just gonna take this moment to just look. I bought this thing, all right, because I had some issues with my microphone when I was at the winter meetings, and I wanted to see if I can find a decent replacement. I opened it up this morning, and this little bitty piece comes attached to it, right? So I went to go see if I can find where I can hold this piece because it's so small that it'll get lost. While I'm doing that, I dropped it and I could not find it. And I lost my mind turning upside down my studio for like a whole hour and a half. My daughter even came to help me look for it. And after I sat there and held and just pulled all the hair out my head, an hour and a half later, it's in my hoodie. It fell in my hoodie, which is weird because I heard it hit the ground. Well, I heard something hit the ground. All right. Enough of that. Well, outside of that, I also can't find the mic that I used out there at winter meetings. And then when I went to go have my mic bar right here adjusted down here, it broke. So I'm just having a bad day. So if I come off a little, that's probably what it is. But nevertheless, I wanted to use today, Friday, as home day. We're gonna go ahead and do Homer only, which means I want to talk about the St. Louis Cardinals as they have been involved in a lot of these discussions here in the offseason with regard including the winter meetings. Before everything even popped off, if you recall, Sonny Gray was one of the big moves that happened before the winter meetings occurred in his move over there to Boston. So St. Louis is still doing things. The next one that I think that I'm hearing about is Brendan Donovan, who was the All-Star in 2025. And I think that he's actually going to be on the move as well. Unfortunately, I don't like that one, but it is what it is. In fact, if you look at this entire staff right here, with the exception of the shortstop, young Mason Wynn, I don't think any of these dudes are going to be with the Cardinals much longer. Now, in the very back, you see Phil Maton. He didn't even make it through the season. He was traded to the Rangers and just signed a 2-year deal with them as well. And he was pretty good, even though he doesn't even throw that fast, which shows that stuff is still alive in MLB. But as for Nolan Arenado, I'm pretty sure they're trying to get rid of him, and they may have to actually pay some of that money down, even though Colorado still owes him about $10 million. And Wilson Contreras, who's the dude who I actually have I bought his jersey because that's like one of my favorite players on the team. He brings all the excitement. He out there eating cake, fighting with the people on first base. He out there staring down pitchers, and every time he get buzzed, he get hit so much, probably because he crowds the strike zone. But he makes the Cardinals exciting, in my opinion. So I think that these players were essential in the last couple years to just stay afloat. It's going to look real weird without having not named one of these dudes, even though Brendan's still in his mid-20s, Nolan's in his 30s, and Wilson's in his 30s, right? I think he might be 30, maybe at the very most 28. I will double check that before I represent Wilson Contreras. Wilson. All right, this is one of the things I told y'all they were going to be weird. Yeah, 33. That's what I thought. Okay, just put that up right quick. So what I thought I'd do today was go ahead and discuss some of the things that I got a chance to experience with regard to Cardinals personnel over this winter meeting session. And some of the folks that I got to meet are currently involved with the Cardinals. Some of them were involved with the Cardinals and are not as involved anymore. I'll go through all of that as I kind of stick through this. One of the ones I want to start with is one of probably the most recognizable Cardinals personnel members that we consider and discuss. It is none other than the voice of the Cardinals, Chip Caray, who is the grandson of Harry Caray. Now, Chip Caray is the voice. He does the play-by-play with the Cardinals. When you see or hear his voice, it normally comes with, well, we're now starting the Cardinals game up, and that will retire the side. And he had some really ill calls. I listen to damn near every single Cardinals game, and I prefer when it's done with Chip, who you see on the left, and that's Brad Thompson, I believe, on the right-hand side, who's hilarious. All right, these dudes have a lot of antics. And I just wanted to ask Chip, who I got a chance to see. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty cool because when I saw Chip, now one of the things that I could share with y'all is that I get starstruck. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't. I'm still a regular dude, and I'm getting acclimated to the world of MLB baseball, Yeah, and I said that I know it's Major League Baseball, but I mean, baseball is not owned by the MLB. They just own the way that particular market is marketed and played. So baseball is not owned by anybody. It's a sport. Remember that. But yeah, I remember just watching as people were passing by and being like, I've seen him before. I've seen her before. I've seen him before. I've seen her before. And when I saw Chip, I was like, oh, it's Chip. And my daughter was like, oh my God, calm down. And I was like, yo, but it's Chip Carey. You know what I'm saying? It meant, and so I immediately was like, all right, well, maybe he'll give me an opportunity to speak with him. And hopefully I'll get some new, but I didn't really have much to talk to him about other than the Cardinals. So I will share with you what it is that I experienced with Chip Carey. I do want y'all to see also what it was like just to walk, because for a brief moment, I actually sat there and just walked next to him. My daughter caught me walking next to Chip Carey, and it was just so cool for me. I just, I'm sitting there walking. He's 6 foot something, and while I'm walking, we look like we best buddies. You know what I'm saying? We was just having us a good old time, not having a care in the world, just walking through the winter meetings like old friends who just established a connection with each other. And it was really cool for me, man. So I would like to share with you what I actually was able to speak with him about. And let me get y'all opinion on this on the other side. And let me know if you agree, disagree, or if you found any of this interesting. Let's go ahead and check it out right quick. I just thought about this and I finally picture then. We bumped into the voice of the St. Louis Cardinals, one and only Chip Carey. How's it going, Chip?
I'm doing great. Happy winter meeting.
Chip, I'm going to skip straight to the point. You're one of the best announcers St. Louis has had, and I can tell you that one of the best things I ever heard anybody say is you are the father of Mr. Povich. Did you rehearse that line?
No.
Did you think of it in advance? There's no way in the world you couldn't have already had that written down,
No,
Chip.
I think it was Brendan Donovan. You are so